G. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me.
Podcast. Me and Jared back in the house, man. It's been a minute. Been a minute. We took a
Yes,
long
sir.
break. Long break. But we back, man. To finish up this NBA season. Talk about these college championships and start leaning towards the draft and NFL free agency, man. The offseason of the NFL, man. So I guess, man, how's your sports month been?
Man, slow motion. Lakers season's over now. All in one night. Two guys got hurt in a 40-point blowout. So that's wrapping that up. You know, I'm geeked about baseball season. So
Oh,
watching
for
that.
sure.
Definitely plan on going to check out some games, but really just watching, man. You know, I'm not the hugest tournament fan, so I'm kind of glad that's over. I don't know why. I don't like it. Like I'd rather see 12 teams play 3 game series or something. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the tournament. I feel like it's fluky. Granted, I think the best they got it right this year. The best team actually end up winning. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll get to that later. But yeah, I ain't really a fan of it. So I'm kind of glad it's over. And echo.
I got you. My bad. It was
Uh,
on me.
but
But
yeah,
yeah,
man, just chilling, sitting back, watching, and seeing how stuff fold out. Unplay. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not a big college basketball watcher,
Oh
but
yeah. Yeah.
I when I do catch it, I do like it.
Mhm.
So I'm not against it at all. So but I guess we just start there then. Start with college basketball. First off, shout out to the UCLA Bruins women's winning this year. Didn't know they were going as hard as they were going
Yeah.
this
They
year.
only had one loss all year, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I
So
think it was
I was
Texas.
not aware of that.
Yeah, UCLA
That
was
they
going
were that
crazy.
good.
They kind of started. I think I want to say last year though. They were pretty good last year. But now I mean, you ain't missed a whole bunch. I think last year was the first year where they were like actually like really good, and
Mm.
then the stars just aligned for them this year. I want to say the only game they lost this year was the Big Ten championship. I could be wrong on
Uh,
that, but no, they were good.
that's crazy.
Hmm.
Um, and then also shout out to Michigan last night winning the men's um national championship basketball.
Dogs,
So
man. And it's crazy because this championship kind of reminded me of the football team when they won it all.
mm,
Just unrelentless, just gritty, just hungry. Like it's something that I saw in both teams. It's just like they just were not gonna lose. It's like I mean, there were probably what maybe one maybe two lead changes the entire game. Whatever
yeah.
UConn did, they just was like, nope, not going. Like nope. We not gonna let y'all. We not gonna let it happen. And I mean, all the block
Yeah.
shots in the paint, the defense was incredible. Yeah, they really earned that win, and they got it. And the same thing with that football season when they won it all. Just like Corum wasn't going, them guys just was not going for nobody's BS. They were gonna win, and that's how the basketball team looked last night.
Yeah, so it was a real defensive game. I mean,
Yeah,
both teams shot under 40% from the field. Uh
I can't hear you.
Michigan shot 38%, UConn shot 31%. I mean, from 3, Michigan shot
I can't hear you.
13% from the 3. And UConn didn't do no better shooting 27% as a team.
I
The
can't hear
best
you.
offensive. Oh, you can't hear. Oh, you can't hear. Okay. You said you can't hear me. I don't know why not. Can you hear me now? It's not on my side. I don't. I don't know. Everything's moving on my side. Let me check. See what's going on. Yeah, cause I hear you. Yo yo. Yeah, my mic's working. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know. So you can't hear me.
If y'all can hear me, apologize for the technical difficulties. Get this figured out here soon as possible.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know. Got my volume all the way up. Not
Okay.
sure. Let me jump out and I'll try to jump back in.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you can't hear me. Yeah. Just give us a second to work this out. Let him jump back in and see if we can get this going again. Yo, can you hear me now?
Yep, I sure can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say I didn't even click now. I ain't did nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see. I didn't think you did. I didn't know what happened. It's just
And
like
then like
I
I'm looking
finished.
at my bars go up. I'm like, well, definitely can hear me. Like I mean, like
Yeah,
it ain't on my
yeah.
end. But
That's
no, man. We was talking about that game. Yeah, like both teams shot less than 40% from the field.
mm-hmm,
Uh, Less than 30% from 3 point. The most solid game was Michigan. They free throw shooting, which they shot 89% from the free throw line.
mm-hmm.
Low assist game. Nobody had over 10 assists.
Neither
Both
team had over
teams.
10 assists, or
No, no. UConn had 9 and Michigan had 7.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm,
Um, Probably one of the biggest things is Michigan had 6 blocks.
yep. One
Both
was
team,
huge at the
yeah,
towards the end there. I think it was like a 5 point game, and they had UConn was on a fast break, and they missed a layup, but then dude got the offensive rebound and went to put it up,
tried
and
to
it
put it
got
back.
blocked.
Yeah,
That was huge because that would have cut it to a 1 possession game, I believe. It would either cut it to
hmm,
4 or cut it to 3. But that was a huge block. But it was a you know basically a replay of what had been happening all season for Michigan. Like they've had an awesome
yep,
season. They did everything right. This is like the era of the new coach, man. It's we're starting to see it where guys just come out of nowhere and they just take off. Cause like this was no different than what Signetti did. If you
yeah,
think about it, this is Dusty May's second season. They were cool
yeah.
last year.
And I think I want to say 64-13 in 2 seasons.
Yep. Got to get the whole starting lineup was transfers. So it's like these
Yeah,
coaches are coming from these smaller situations and they have this excellent eye for talent. Signetti brought in a whole bunch of transfers. Dusty May brought in a whole bunch of transfers. Signetti won it in his second year. Dusty May won it in his second year. Like, now granted, Dusty May did take FAU to the Final Four a few years back, which that was an incredible feat in itself. But this is
but
yeah,
when you see
man.
those type of coaches doing that, and they have an eye they had the eye, like you said, the eye for talent,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the ability to recruit guys,
Yep.
and then you see like without the resources that these bigger school guy has, you imagine when you put those resources behind them with that same mentality, you
Yep.
know what I mean? You get those type of situations like the Indiana and Michigan.
Yep.
Michigan's been, I mean, but Michigan's been drawing guys, with Jawan Howard and all those guys. Like they have been pulling guys in. They just never, like, I guess, never performed to where they were supposed to.
Right.
But yeah, you get these quick turnarounds, and these guys. Like I said, and it's
Even
gonna happen a lot more too. Now these teams are gonna start seeing the blueprint. It's like, hey, look,
yep.
if you get the right coach and you put the resources behind them to get the guys in that
Mm-hmm.
that they want, because now it's not even about culture no more in college basketball or college sports period now, because A lot of these guys are one and done. They're gonna be, they're gonna be gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
That same year. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
you're literally
It's a
squeezing as
business
much
now. I
talent out
mean,
of them as you can. Hmm?
college sports ain't even really like it's just it ain't the same no more. Everything's a one
No.
year deal pretty much. You
Yeah.
know, you could kill and leave. You could not play and leave. You could play and suck and leave. Like nothing is. There's no situation that's tying you to a program. Like you see all every year you see guys and girls transfer in all different types of situations. Usually it was he's buried at the end of the bench, so he's gonna transfer. All right, cool. Or something happened with his family. He needs to go back home, or he kind of over extended himself with leaving and going across the country. He's transferring back closer to home. Cool. Now guys can be runner up in the championship and leave. They
Absolutely.
can they could be conference player of the year and leave.
So
So
with that being said, did you hear about? I'm gonna say the government doing an executive order to um now limit players to, I think is 2 transfers
government
in
is an
5 years.
absolute joke. There's way too much other crap that needs to be addressed before that. Like I don't care that much. I mean, at the end of the day, sports is a business for them, but for me, it's entertainment. So like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm not too worried about entertainment to where I need our administration worrying about guys transferring. Like because like you said, it's a business now. So like there's no difference
Yeah.
between guys transferring and guys leaving jobs and going to other jobs.
Switching jobs. Yeah.
Right. So the last thing I think any administration needs to be doing is trying to, weasel their way into college athletics. But with this administration, I mean, there's really no telling what is next for them. So I believe
That's
it.
true.
There's plenty of other things we need to be, worried about as a country. So
I
do
agree.
whatever with it, listeners, that you feel you need to do with that information. But that's how I feel.
Nah, I'm not mad at that. Cause again, like I like that they're doing it, and I like how they pull together, you know what I mean, the top universities in each conference. Like, you know what I mean, they have representation from all ends.
Right.
Uh and they kind of, even networks and stuff like that, everybody kind of came together to kind of figure out, like, because we can agree it was getting out of control, and it's hard to root for players or teams and stuff, because it's like you can't build a um what am I trying to say? You
Like
can't build
a
like
program, really.
a program, really. Yeah, like in the modern day sports now, because college, sports is like, it's free agency now.
Yeah, and
It's
it's like
literally free agency.
I heard coaches saying that they have to like actually recruit their own team still, because it's
Yeah,
like you got to sell the guys no matter what. You finish at the bottom of the conference, you finish at the top of the conference, you gotta
got to
recruit
keep
the
selling.
guys to stay, because like you said, there's no set reasoning for a transfer. I mean, there used to be just like a few different reasons why a guy would want to leave. Now there's nothing. I mean, you can win
Yep,
it all, win your conference, player of the year, first team all conference, and leave legitimately.
literally,
So it's just like
literally.
coaches now have to not only do they have to recruit guys to come, they got to recruit the guys that they have that they want to actually stay year after year. Everything's a 1 year contract, so that's crazy.
Yeah. So more than 800 players entered the transfer portal within hours of it opening on
Nuts.
today. More than 800. Even if that's 801, that's still a lot of players leaving schools all over the
Right.
country.
And then you got to think about it. Are all 800 plus guys gonna be able to land somewhere?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because with the high
And
school
then, I
kids
mean,
coming
and then
in
you
and the
got to think about the
transfers,
guys that's leaving to
yeah,
go to the NBA. You know what I mean? People that declare, PJ Haggerty, Mikael Brown Jr., like going to the NBA, like it's a lot.
yep,
I mean, it's if I envy, I don't envy, I should say, these college coaches nowadays.
nah, not at
Like
all.
what you got to go through. Like you said, you're literally building a team every year, and like you said, usually like in college, you win a championship, you got guys coming back, they want to try to repeat.
Yeah. God's just like,
Now it's
yeah,
like,
we won a
nah,
championship. Where's the money at? Show me the money.
yeah. Now that I won championship, who gonna pay me the most money? Does it make more sense to go to the NBA right now, declare, and you know what I mean? That
Right.
that rookie contract, is that gonna be my best bet, or like you said, looking for the next team?
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna be next best financially? And that's literally what it boils down to. But I also think limiting him to one transfer, it kind of protects the game too, and it gives you a chance to build also. It makes it like, okay, if you leave once, like, you got to make sure that that's what's in the best interest of for you, not necessarily just money wise, because you got recruiters out there sending people, allegedly sending players pictures of money and da da da
Mm-hmm.
da, like, you know what I mean. So,
Yeah. Tampering, but
like, and I think that, to me, I don't like the tampering part of it,
yeah.
because you got to think, on a college team, you not only we dealing with athletics, we dealing with uh you dealing with schooling, you know what I mean, credits, like people graduating, you know what I mean, like everything that goes into it, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, make
Right.
a decision not only for your professional sporting career, but like think about your future too. Like, hey, if I go to this school, like they may not have what I want to major in. You know what I'm saying? Like, make
That's
them
the
think
last
about more
thing.
than just
That's the
money. I'm
last
just
thing.
saying, you got to think about more than just money, unless you're just a star. You just that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't think
because,
anybody's
like you
really
said,
really
800
focusing on that.
guys. That's It's not 800 stars. Just you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Just moving around the country. So it's like, if you just keep letting that happen year in and year out, and guys are just jumping from here to here to here to here to get an extra 50 grand or 100,000, you know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm. Yep,
again,
I
now
get
they
it.
get to the league and you don't know who these guys are. You don't know
That's
who
tough.
nobody is. Like this Michigan team. I can't name a guy.
I don't know any of those dudes. Never heard of
You
any of them.
don't, and you don't, because you don't get a chance to develop. Like, even if I was a fan of Michigan, like, you can't you can't even really become fans of these guys, because once you don't know them when they get there. You know what I mean? You get 1 year with them, then they go wherever they're gonna go, and then it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, they ain't at Michigan no more, so I don't care.
Right.
And they go, like, you remember like the Carmelos, because it was special. You know what I mean? You think about certain guys who was on the team, the Kimball Walkers and stuff, people who done special things in the NCAA tournament in their college careers, and you like, okay, cool. And then when they go to the league, you follow them. But like, now, you can't follow nobody. You don't know nobody. That's why we get to the NBA draft. We like, I don't know these guys,
Yeah.
unless they just come out and have a crazy rookie year. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, you right.
so I think kind of settling that transfer portal thing and making kids kind of sort of commit in a way. I think that'd be good for fan bases. Especially people like us who choose to talk about sports. It'd be
Right.
easier for us to follow teams and become fans of players before they get into the NBA and become stars.
Nah, I
We say,
agree with
"Oh
that.
man, I remember when they made that run in March Madness." You know what I mean? Whatever, at Maryland, whatever. You know what I mean? You can remember guys, but it's hard to do it in college football.
Yeah,
I mean,
guys
we
be on the
try.
move, man.
You know
Guys
what
be
I'm
on
saying?
the
We
move.
try, but
Outside of like your main guys, yeah, man, it's slow.
and
I
even at
can't
your
name not
school,
one backup from Ohio State football this year.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you lock into like the starting, your starters, and maybe a couple guys who may have come back from the year before who didn't go into the draft. But
Mm-hmm.
like, after that, you like, we'll see who we getting this year. We'll see who we get in the transfer portal. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
uh, but nonetheless, congratulations to, like I said, Michigan and UCLA, men's and women's, man. Gonna jump over to grown ups
One more
league.
thing I wanted to mention before we moved
Oh, go
on
ahead.
there is, man, it's crazy. I'm not that bandwagon type of guy that's gonna like ride it, but the Big Ten, that's the NFL, that's the football champion in both men's and women's basketball. Hey, that's got to mean something. So as a conference, this is
And
the
you
last
kind of,
three
and
football
football.
champions.
I about to
Yeah,
say, you look, yep.
So
I
that's
mean, I guess
gotta mean something.
no for sure, and I think correct me if I'm wrong. Like a lot of their they've been dominating the SEC to get to these positions to win championships.
Mm-hmm.
So where you look at where the
Beat
SEC
the
has
shit out
been,
of SEC.
been that conference that people have been kind of like honed in on. Like a lot of the Big Ten championships have been on the backs of SEC teams on their way there. You think about Michigan when they won it, they beat Alabama, they beat
Mm-hmm.
Texas. You look at Ohio State, what they did to Texas, like they went through a couple SEC teams, like
Mm-hmm.
even Michigan, like they, you know,
Yeah, that's
so
right. Texas and
maybe
Tennessee. Yeah.
they moving around like that tide is starting to turn. The SEC may not be like that premier conference in college sports as they has been known
They
to be,
wanted
I
to
guess, in
be
the
so bad.
past.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm with that. I agree. All right, jump over to the NBA real quick. Um, Starting off first, Pistons dominance, man. The only one seed to clinch right now, man. With about a little over a week left in the NBA, only team to clinch. Number one team,
The
number one seed.
Thunder ain't clinched.
I don't think so yet. Not as number one seed.
Damn.
Yep. So, cause but I still think like the Nuggets may be able to catch them. I think at number two. So
Hmm.
I think they may be too close in the West. Them two anyway. Uh, but then you got like seeding situations with like you look at the Celtics and the Knicks. You know what I mean? How that could shake out. What do you think about
Yeah.
Wendy's rib injury?
I don't know. I've been saying it all along that that guy's frail. So I don't really know. But yeah, now that you said that, I'm looking back at it now. Pause. It's crazy. But I'm looking at the standings, and San Antonio is only 3 games behind the Thunder, which is
Yeah,
crazy, and they got the tiebreaker. So they, in theory, could
that
still
could
get.
end up as number one.
That's crazy. I didn't think anybody was within 10 games of them.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
think because
cool.
they started off um so dominant this season, early on in the season, like they kind of been on a roller coaster, like you know what I mean after the All Star break. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Crazy.
surprised that the Spurs are right there. You know, Nuggets too, just are right there to compete with them.
Well, the Nuggets is way. Nuggets got 12 back in the loss
12.
column.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
yeah,
Well,
only on their only comp is the
it's
Spurs right
in the
now.
Spurs.
3 games. So I in with let's see what 4 games left. They'd have to, obviously, if I think
Lose.
if Oklahoma City wins 2 more games, I think that's right. If they win 2 more games, then they'll wrap it up. But then I had no idea it was that close. No idea. It's wild.
Yeah. Um.
So yeah,
Also, Bulls fired
and
their
it's crazy.
GM, man.
Boston's only 3.5 behind the Pistons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Man, did I lose the audio again?
Only thing I'm doing is switching
God damn it! I think I did.
scenes. Why is my audio? Why are you losing
All
audio for
right.
me switching scenes? That's crazy. This has never happened before. Justin, I know you just jumped in here. Can you hear me? Okay, it got to be on his side then. Yeah,
Here.
it got to be something on your side because all I did was switch scenes,
Yeah,
and
I haven't touched
Justin
anything.
jumped in and said he could hear me. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
I don't
ain't
know. It
touching
might
nothing
be,
either. It's just
uh, but nonetheless, yeah, man, the Bulls fired their GM, man. Uh,
yep. And a basketball operations guy.
yeah, yeah. I don't know that much about NBA front offices, like who would be out there for that.
Yeah. I've always wondered how those guys got those jobs. It
Yeah,
just be
because it's
like
not kind of like the NFL where you kind of hear about GMs and stuff like
some
that.
of them
Like you kind of
guys, like
know.
some of them guys, I kind of questions like what career like like if somebody wanted to be a GM, like what does that look like? Do you go
You
to law
probably have to
school?
start off
Do
as a
you,
scout.
yeah, I guess you work your way up that way. Yeah, I guess that would be man if I could do everything over again.
Yeah, start off as like a, I mean,
Video guy.
scout, yeah, player personnel. You know what I mean? Like all type of things. You know what I mean? Just intern of anything.
Ah, he should have been
So,
out.
probably have to go. Probably have some type of schooling in it too. Player management or something
Management,
like that.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, something around there. And like I said, get lucky enough to land an internship somewhere and become a scout,
Yep.
and then kind of build up from there. Especially if you're a scout that like constantly hit on guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Pause, but
know,
I definitely get what you're
r-
saying. Hitting
you
on
know,
guys is crazy.
gosh. So yeah. It'd be interesting to see what the Bulls do. I mean, they just been subpar for so long. So it's like I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean, do
they've
you get
been
rid of the
bad for a
coach
minute.
too? Like we haven't talked about the Bulls in forever.
That's a good coach too. Billy Donovan's good.
Yeah, but I mean, how long has he been there?
He's been there a minute. Cause
So
shit, I want to
like,
say he left. Cause no, he was in OKC first, right?
I think he
After
was.
after he left Florida, I think he was in OKC. For yeah, 'cause I think
Like,
he was coaching Durant and him.
yeah,
I want to
and
say
I think he won Coach of the Year too.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
in well he I think he coached the year he started there. He didn't have Durant. Nah, let me see. 15, 16. No, he came in the
he
year
played. I
Durant
didn't
left.
know he played in NFL. I mean NBA too.
Did I know
He
that?
played point guard. Yeah, I'm looking at his what you call it right now.
I don't think I knew that either.
So yeah, he
He
coached.
only
Yeah, he
played
coached
one
the
year though.
Thunder.
He played
Yeah, he
1 year.
coached the Thunder for 5 years, from 2015 to 2020, and then from 2020 to now the Bulls. So he's been there 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
He coached at Kentucky as an assistant from '89 to '94, Marshall in
Marshall
Florida
in
from
Florida.
'96. Yeah, and he played for the Knicks and for 1 year, and that was really it. But yeah, no, he's coach of the year.
It's crazy how these guys just like jump into coaching and they just move themselves
Yeah,
around. Like I think that's one of the most fascinating things, looking up their coaching history and then just see how everything just because Dusty
transpires.
May,
Yeah,
man, he was an assistant for shit damn near 20 years before he got his first gig. So
and
yeah,
sometimes it just takes guys that long. Like you know what I
hmm
mean.
but look at
And
him
like
now,
you,
national champion.
and usually somebody in front of them has to vouch for him, like somebody who's prominent, who's been a coach somewhere, had to do something. Like you got to be an assistant somewhere on a
Yeah.
good team to usually get seen. Especially
And
like,
that's another thing I noticed though. Everybody always has like a tie somewhere. Like there's
mm-hmm.
always especially to that first job. It's always
Yep.
a tie somewhere. Either their college coach brought them on, or they went to school there, or you know it's just interesting for me to look at because I was looking at a
Mm-hmm.
few coaches today, like Dusty May being one of them, and just looking at how their first like real job or their real opportunity tied together with something else, and then how another job, how that tied together with something else, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you look at like, especially like in the NBA, you look at like Jason Kidd was an assistant. You know what I mean? Chauncey Billups
Mhm.
was like all these guys that was came up like under assistant. Then you look at the trees, they be like, oh, he was under the Popovich tree, or you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And Mike
even
Brown's
Sam
and
Cassell been
Larry
there, right?
Brown, huh?
Can't Sam Cassell, I feel like, has been a assistant for I
For
don't
a
know how long.
long time.
Yeah, bro, he's been an assistant for a minute.
But maybe some of them just don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because kind of how like we talk about in the NFL, like every coordinator don't deserve to be a coach. They
Yeah,
might want to, but like once they get in that coaching role, it's like, nah, you probably should just be a coordinator.
right.
So maybe a lot of them guys just be like, look. And in the NBA, a lot of guys stick around a long time too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they get those positions too. It's like especially if like perennial playoff team, like how we was when Denver fired their coach and stuff. Like we was
Right.
like, what? Like,
Speaking of, did you see where he going?
yeah, North
North Carolina.
Carolina.
That is great. I didn't see that one coming at all.
Me neither, because we was thinking like, oh, he might go to Memphis. Like we were thinking about these other coaching jobs that was popping up around the time that he left. We was
Yeah.
like, all NBA jobs,
I didn't see that one coming at all.
but is
I think the Knicks screwed it. I think what happened with him, I think he said, you know what, I don't want to do NBA. So he's like, so I'll just do the TV thing until a fire spot opens up in college. Because the 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 Knicks
it's
having Mike Brown is it should not be the coach of the Knicks right now. That's just plain and simple. He shouldn't be the coach of the Knicks right now. I think the Knicks thought that they would be able to poach somebody and get somebody to leave their current situation or get him. I mean, I just figured he would be coaching somewhere in the NBA. The only reason I think now it's all making sense with him taking this job, I think it's clear he's making it clear that he didn't want to coach in the NBA and this college route is something he wanted to try. So
and
because for
I'm
him to
not
not have a
against it
college job just didn't make any sense to me. So
because I also look at it too like North Carolina is like there's some college jobs that's equal to NBA jobs
mm-hmm.
because
North
like
Carolina being one.
I, exactly a Duke, like you know what I mean. Even you can even look at a UConn, Florida, the Houston, like some of these prominent college basketball teams. I'm not saying they're equal as far as like popularity and all that, but like a North Carolina, like I don't think that's a step back for
Yeah,
him.
no, for sure. And the difference is he'll be able to have his imprint on everything UNC basketball. Whereas in Denver, you was hearing it that they wanted him to play certain guys and he had to do this and that. At UNC, he'll be able to control everything. And that's probably what he wanted. He probably was just like, you know what? I don't want to have pressure from this guy to play this guy when I think this guy should be playing, but the owners want me to play this guy because he's getting paid more. It ain't gonna be none of that in North Carolina. So it's kind of making sense now because I didn't quite understand it before, but I think it's making sense now. Not saying that
Yeah,
he
no.
knew North Carolina was gonna come available, but he was probably like, you know what? Hey, I'm chilling until I can get a good college gig, and that's North
But
Carolina's
when
one of the
you
most desirable jobs, so he got it.
but like when you've had when your resume is what it is and like how good of a coach you was with Denver, you know what I mean? Granted, you got Jokic and Murray and all those guys. You had a really good team for a long time. But getting the championship out of it, all those things. Do I have to rush to jump back on a bad NBA team? You know what I mean? And try
Hmm.
to go through all of that again, or can I just sit back and kind of wait for the right, like you said, the right situation or the right call? For me to jump back in.
Right.
Like he's one of those coaches that can kind of like, hey, look, I've won a championship in the NBA. Like I can sit back and just kind of wait for something that's gonna inspire me to want to take the job instead of just
Hmm.
feeling desperate. I got to jump right back in there. Let me build up another, NBA team. When, like you said, there's probably the owners and stuff. You're gonna deal with that no matter where you at. AD, you kind of work together as a head coach and the AD, but when you got owners, bro, you
That's
see what
different
happened with Dallas.
because they're getting money in college now, but it's still not NBA money by no stretch.
No,
So no, I get that. You're 100% right on that.
so I'm kind of with you on that. Like I think that's probably what he did. He probably just sat back, was like, look, if I'm gonna get back into coaching, it's probably gonna be college. I don't want to deal with all that overhead of
Hmm.
ownership and GMs and they in cahoots against me. Which GM couldn't even be in cahoots because they got rid of him too. So, but I can, like you said, you can have a little more control in college, definitely.
Right.
So no, I
Shit, them are
I'm
all
with
the
you on that.
control. So yeah, no, that's
Man,
probably
I'm
it.
really out of control. Right, right,
But
right.
I just knew he was gonna be the Knicks head coach. I thought he was any of them. He would have been the top candidate for any of the jobs. The Phoenix job. I even thought he was gonna get the Spurs job. I didn't think that they were gonna make that guy the permanent coach. But the Spurs, Knicks, Phoenix were some of the best jobs, and I thought he was at least gonna sell one of those. But the
I mean,
Knicks,
even that Phoenix job, like at the time,
hmm that was fire because they still had Durant.
yeah.
Like you know, I think they got rid of Durant
But
after.
like you said, I think again, I think he just don't want to deal with ownership.
No, that's a fact. I think that's exactly what it is. So it with hearing that news, it just like a light just went off. I was like, I see what he was doing.
Um, who wins MVP this year, man?
Oh,
In the NBA, I
oof,
should say, because it's.
man.
I mean, Wemby being, I don't know. Like
Hey, I wouldn't
Luca.
mad at I wouldn't be mad at co MVPs between Shea and Jokic. Honestly, neither one of those guys is doing anything or not doing anything to not make them the MVP of the league. They're both killing it. I mean, you look at Jokic's numbers on the nightly. It's like, bro, what's happening? And Shea is just a scoring machine. Regardless of the situation, he's gonna get 30. Like they're both really good. Um, I I don't know, man. I feel like Shea is an easy answer because Jokic already has what, three?
Yes, too.
But
They wouldn't give him the third.
I wouldn't be mad at co MVPs, man. I think he'll just get the benefit of the doubt. He'll just you just have to sit this one out. He'll have plenty
So
more
Shea,
opportunity.
so Shea right
I
now,
personally think it comes down to Jokic and Shea. I honestly
Shea
thought Luca
averaging
was in
31,
would have
4,
had
and
a chance
6.
too because he's been killing. I think he had a chance too, but
You said who?
yeah, I think it's down to
You can't hear me again. I
Shea
switched
and
screens.
Jokic, and I don't think either one of those guys deserve to not be the MVP. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, but you can't hear me again.
Man, what is happening?
Every time I change screen, I gotta quit changing screens.
This is wild.
So looking at Shea numbers, um, yeah, I mean definitely MVP numbers, but I think
Yeah, but
back
you
to
can't
back, I
compare the
don't think.
numbers.
Well, you said you can't compare the
Nobody's
numbers.
number compares. I mean, nobody's numbers compare to Jokic. I mean, if you're just being real.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. To get back to back, I don't know if you give them back to back. Um, I don't think they give them back to back. There's been a
What's
lot of
tough?
controversy around it too, like
Oh yeah,
especially
yeah, yeah. MVP.
with him on I guess I mean the fouls, the free throws, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
said
know.
you don't think Shea gets it this year?
I just think it's been lot of negative talk around him. I mean, no fault to
Mm,
him. I mean, he's playing the game. Like the game is the game. I mean, I think a part of the game is being able to draw fouls. I mean, that's just what it is nowadays.
yeah.
Um, but I just think that conversation and how it's been throughout the league, I don't see him getting it. I would say you give it to Jokic again, especially averaging a triple double again.
Man, that's tough. Yeah, I don't. I'm glad I didn't have to figure that out. But yeah, I think
I
they should.
mean, I think if Luca wouldn't have got hurt, Luca would have got it just so you wouldn't have to have that Jokic conversation or that Shea conversation. I think a lot of people probably would have just went down the middle and said, "All right, I'm gonna give my vote to Luca, so I don't have to have a conversation about either one of these two."
I
How
don't. I don't
how
think. I
Jokic
think
damn near
Luka.
deserves it every year based on his numbers and how he played and the position he puts his team in, and Shea is probably the best scorer of this. I don't know
I thought Luca
this era.
deserved some looks for it, but he wasn't gonna win it. And I think you know why I think that he wasn't gonna win it. He wasn't gonna win it. So
I'm just
I
saying.
think it was, I think he
I'm
definitely
just looking
deserves
at it from a
consideration,
standpoint.
but it
That's what I'm
wasn't
saying.
gonna
I'm just
be
looking at a standpoint from where like the people's like, all right, do we want to give Jokic his third, or do we want to
give
give
Luka
Shea
his
back to
first.
back?
I don't know, but
That's what I'm saying. Like
Luka
the
gonna
same
vote for
way
him.
we're sitting here like, yeah, I don't know. I think the voters are probably sitting looking that way too.
Yeah, I just think the
Cause,
hate surrounding the Lakers and all that, they weren't gonna vote for Luca.
but
He
I
was
don't
just being
think that.
casualty by association, really. But I mean, yeah, I don't think now. I think he'll get first team All NBA if they allow it. Shit,
I mean,
they
but
might not allow because technically he didn't get
Jokic
60.
28, 12, and 10. Well, you really 28, 13, and 11 on 57% shooting, 38 from the three, 83% from the free throw, and then they're averaging a steal and a half and a block a game. And his team is what? They're fifth. What they sixth in the West? Fifth in the West?
I just had that shit pulled up. The Nuggets are I want to say third in the West. Yeah, they're third in the West.
Okay, third. My bad. So
They're
yeah.
nowhere close to second or first, but they're third.
Okay. So even being third in the West, like, and I mean, or Wimby. Wimby, I think Wimby was the other possible pick, but he ain't played enough games, did he?
Yeah,
That
I
he's
think
hurt
he
now.
will. Oh yeah, I ain't looked at that. I don't know what it's gonna look like if he don't come back the regular season. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because Wimby averaging 25, 25, 11, 3 blocks. I mean, I don't know.
How many games has he played?
Uh, it doesn't show me on this what I'm looking at.
63. Yeah, so he still got 2 more games to play. So we'll see.
That may be he may win it by default too. Like I said, I don't. I think people are burnt out on Jokic. They not feeling Shea right now. Luca's hurt, so Wimby may win it.
I don't know. You think the media is not feeling Shea? I don't like. I see where like losers on social media are talking about. You got to scroll on that. I see losers on social media are talking about Shea this and Shea that. But I think the media, the actual voters, I think the NBA as a whole, they're messing with Shea.
Think they okay?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. They're damn near giving him the face of the league.
I'm
So
not mad at that.
I think the voters are definitely rocking with Shea. It's just these losers on the same losers that think LeBron is buns. Those guys are the ones that's trying to, because it's something about when guys are good, fans of other guys like try to discredit instead of just like appreciating the hoops. Like I mean, he's a hooper, no matter how he's getting it. Just like James Harden, nigga was killing. I don't care how many free throws he was shooting the game. Stop fouling. So I think it's social media that's not really rocking with SGA, but the real no people that really appreciate and know the game of basketball, uh, respect Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. So yeah, I think that's a social media thing and not the people who actually care. I think NBA media messes with Shea for sure.
Definitely, probably one of the most interesting MVP races we done had in a minute.
Nah,
Because
for sure.
usually coming down to this point of the season, like we usually kind of have an idea of who it'd be. But
Yeah, it's
I mean,
close,
this is
man.
legitimate 3 choices that if any of them are picked, you won't be like, what? Why?
Right.
So, just you got any input on that on the MVP,
Nope.
NBA MVP?
Nah.
All right. I guess last but not least, man, talk a little NFL. Hopefully, the sound don't go out. maybe,
Nah, I can
maybe
still
not.
hear as of now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Damn it.
Dang, it just went out.
Say something, Fernie. Yeah, it's something about like, hey, if you
Maybe
got me
it gotta
blocked,
be
just say
maybe
that.
the
Like every time you
transition.
do get to doing something, hold on,
I
I'll
just
be
all
out
I
and
do
I'll be
is
right
change
back. Hold on.
screens. Okay, jump back in. I gotta add Justin anyway. I thought I had him on this screen. That's crazy. Uh, that's wild. Everybody seeing me edit real time. That's cool. Yeah. All right. You good?
Yeah. I'm back.
All right. I don't think I have to switch screens anymore unless I'm looking at stats or something. Because I have a screen that shows the stats of who we talking about in that moment.
I wonder why that's doing that though. That's weird.
I don't know. It's never did that before.
Yeah, it hasn't. I don't
Ever.
know.
All right. So NFL. I guess let's start with the quarterbacks, man. Resurrections, man. What do we think? Do we think Kyler Murray gonna get back to form with
Oh,
the
I think
Vikings?
I think he'll be able to go crazy. Because to me, Kyler Murray was never. Oh, crap! Oh, he scored!
He's
Woo!
watching baseball right now.
Yeah.
Mid conversation. Mid conversation.
Hey, that's a live reaction. That's fire. I'm gonna go
I
home.
know.
My
You was
bad,
answering
y'all.
the question.
Hey, it's bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, and we just tied it up on a damn near a steal from
Oh man.
Ellie just stole
So
home. So,
so
but
Tua so Tua and Kyler, do we think they can resurrect their
yeah,
careers in their new spots?
for sure. I mean, this. You know what? If as long as the coach got a good game plan and they can stick to it, both guys got weapons. I mean, you got one of the best receivers in the NFL with Kyler. You got one of the best running backs in the league, if not the best running back in the league in Atlanta with Bijan. That's something to build on. Like I could work with that. I feel like if from what they've done, even in college and in their so far in the NBA, what they're done, you add them with a high caliber player like that, I mean, you might be able to make something happen. I mean, if Atlanta's defense can hold, Minnesota's defense is cool. I like it. I think they have a good chance of succeeding both guys in both situations.
What you think, Justin?
I agree. I agree. I mean, I think KOC has shown himself to be. I mean, he knows how to work with quarterbacks. I mean, we
Hmm.
never seen him work with somebody
If
like
nothing
Kyler.
else.
I don't think it's going to change. If anything, it's going to elevate because I don't know that he's ever had anybody that has that kind of talent that
Right.
Kyler has. So you know what I mean. So I think Kyler's going to have a heck of a year.
Facts.
And then I think Tua. I mean, Tua's he's a serviceable QB, and I think in that
Mhm.
system they ask you to throw down the field a ton. It's about timing, you know what I mean? And I think he
Yep.
can throw on time as long as whatever was kind of I would say harmony in his mental where he kind of got out of sorts in Miami. But I mean, as long as he can get out of his own way on that, he's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna have another good year too.
I totally agree.
I think that system fits his playing very well. I think the bigger question is probably going to be what's going to happen to JJ and Michael
Penny.
Penix if both of these guys have success this year. What does that look like for them moving forward?
Right.
Well, I think that first off, both of the guys need to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest determining factor I
Hell,
believe of either
and then
one of their
Penix
career
can't stay healthy
trajectories.
either. So they really got two
You said
question marks.
what?
Yeah,
Penix can't stay healthy either. Because I think Penix is in it. I could be biased
That's what I
because
was saying. That's what I'm saying.
I've
Like both
seen
of
him.
those, JJ and Penix both need to stay healthy. That's going to determine, the
I
the
could be
trajectory of their
biased on
careers
Penix.
anyway. Because both of them, when they've been healthy, has played okay.
Yeah.
But I think both teams made the right move in bringing in some proven veterans. They're like, hey, look,
Hmm.
we're in positions to win these divisions, especially Atlanta probably more than Minnesota, just with the NFC North just being a lot better over the past couple of years. But I mean, like you got to bring somebody who's going to be there. Um, and I think they brought in two good young guys to be like, hey, look, if push come to shove and these guys can't stay healthy or they're not going to be ready, then we can move forward with these two and
Right.
possibly extend them a year or two if we have to.
And then at possible trade pieces. 'Cause I mean, like I can fully say that I don't believe in JJ McCarthy. Never have. But I haven't lost it all in Michael Penix. It's just he got to stay healthy. But it's just
yeah,
like I was saying, I could be biased because I've seen him cook my team, even with IU before he even went to Washington. The
yeah. He
boy can
was.
make throws. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm still kind of about Justin Fields. I've seen him make these throws. I know it's there. It's just a matter of him putting it together. I don't know if it's lost confidence on his end or the coaching on their end or the system. I don't know. But I've seen both guys make these throws. JJ McCarthy, I can't really say. I've seen him win. I mean, I've seen him do whatever it takes to win and get it done, and he's got it done. But I've seen I've seen Penix and Justin Fields, guys like that, actually Tua. I've seen these guys make these throws. So that gives a little bit of optimism as to them succeeding going forward for sure.
Yeah, and I didn't think about Justin Fields in Kansas City. Like, but when he's been like, and I guess the only example we really have, I mean, is Pittsburgh. But like, he's shown that hey, he can be cool, calm in the pocket. He can relax. He can deliver the
Mhm.
ball. Like he can do those things that people was like, okay, he's just a if my first option ain't there, take off a run. Like he's just this all over the place quarterback. It's like in
Right,
a stable organization, he's played stable football. So I
right.
think going to Kansas City is another situation where you got a stable franchise, a stable coaching staff where the message is going to be consistent. I think they're getting Benny back, so like I think that's going to be good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who
Yeah.
not only has a like Kansas City will develop the offense around what he does best.
Right. And I'm not
And
gonna say
improvising is probably one of the best things he does, which Kansas City allows Patrick to do a lot of that too. So
right. Definitely not gonna wild out and say that he possesses the same talent as Patrick Mahomes. But as far as
no,
that scrambling stuff and that
yeah,
side
that's what I'm saying.
elusiveness,
Yeah,
he can do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
The problem is he damaged goods at this point? Because I think everybody, my biggest thing I've always said about Fields, and I'm with you, Jerry. I'm not saying he's the greatest thing to walk on the football field, but
right,
I am
right.
saying the dude has literally never played for anybody worth two nickels when it comes to offensive football and coaching
That's
quarterbacks.
a
I mean,
fact.
so I don't. It's hard for me to give up on somebody who's been in them situations, and that's happened. I mean, we've seen it happen before, and we've talked
Right.
about it before, where it's important for quarterbacks, especially where you play at, like your landing spot. That coaching that is huge for probably
Makes a
ninety nine
difference.
point nine percent of quarterbacks. There are a few who would
especially super
probably
young ones.
from it, but yeah, for him, I mean, I don't know. I mean, because all the rumors right now is that Mahomes is going to be ready for Week 1, so I don't even know if we're going to
Damn,
see.
that's the rumor?
That's what they're rumoring. Yeah, but I
Damn.
mean, I I don't even know if we'll see Fields. I mean, he's a good insurance policy to have,
Mhm.
and be able to coach him up. But at the same time, I look at him and I say, best case scenario, and y'all probably remember this was what Andy Reid did for Michael Vick in
Mhm.
Philly.
Yep.
And if Fields can capture some of that, then he got a shot to be a starter in this league again. If not, then
Absolutely,
he's just gonna be a backup.
For
But
sure.
it's possible because Andy Reid knows how to work with quarterbacks. So
Yep, I can see
I
that for
agree.
sure.
I agree with that too. That's what I'm saying. Like he's shown he can play football. I mean, like good football, win you games. Like I think Chicago was a mess. When he got there. I mean, of course the Jets was a mess. Like it's just he's been in
Pittsburgh
some,
was
like you said, some situations where it's just not been ideal for him. Um, so Kansas
yeah,
City definitely, if he gets a chance to see the field, if we get a chance to see him play, then that'll be a big because nobody's gonna blame Kansas City if he's not playing well.
no. If he doesn't
Right.
work in Kansas City, I think he's in trouble in terms of
Yeah,
his
oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
career.
And then like Justin, like we always talk about, just throw to Travis Kelsey. He'll be wide open.
Yep,
He'll walk
every
walk
time.
down the middle of the field, turn around,
literally walked
nobody
down the field.
within.
He just looks
Because
so
he's not
slow.
fast. He's not fast. He's not elusive. He just walks
He's
down the
just
middle of the
always
field,
opening. Yeah, yeah,
wide open. Nobody within 15 yards. So
yep.
he gets his
Nah,
opportunity. Just throw it to homeboy. You be all right.
That's the truth. Yep, that's the
yeah.
truth.
And again, I think Kyler could probably push JJ McCarthy out the way.
Oh
If he has
yeah,
a very
yeah.
I
good
would expect
season,
him to.
Come on, he can
yeah,
easily
he
take that.
might he
Because I
might be
mean,
done.
the Vikings aren't bad, bro. They got Aaron Jones still. I think they got
Yeah, they do.
Addison, which he had a down year after having a pretty decent rookie season.
He got to
You got
stay out
Justin
of trouble.
Jefferson.
That's his problem. He keep getting in
Yeah,
trouble off
true,
the field.
true.
That's where his issue is.
Yeah,
But then I mean,
and
like, and I think their defense, because I think the year before last they had a dominant defense. You know
hmm
what I mean? So if they can not put so much pressure on the defense, because I think this year that's probably the problem. They just had so much pressure on them because the offense couldn't do anything. But I think
They're gonna lose the
in,
locker room.
in Minnesota,
If they
huh?
have another year like that, they're gonna lose the locker room at that point. All the
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm saying. I think if the offense,
yeah,
if the if if you get some decent offense play, sustain some drives, because even Jefferson was mad. You know what I mean? It's
oh
like
yeah,
they can
yeah.
sustain some drives and not put all the pressure on the defense. I think the defense will play better. They can get back to the form they was the year before last. That offense start clicking, like you said. You got Aaron Jones, you got a good tight end, offensive line they've reinvested in. I mean, shoot, Justin Jefferson, that's really all you need, a receiver.
yep.
But I mean that's the formula that O'Donnell's been playing with. I think they'll be fine. Um, what do you think Cleveland's doing?
This
I've
year,
been hearing rumors that I don't know. They're going to give
oh,
Watson another try.
I'm thinking Cavaliers. My bag. I'm tweaking.
Lock in, Jared.
Yeah. I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking
I
hard. I'm
mean,
like, what?
you might as
Yeah.
well though. I mean, he's on your books again. I mean, he's a quarterback in your organization. I mean, I don't think you have a quarterback of the future per se. So I think it's fair game that they should
He
have
get
a
at
shot.
least a shot. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
I
the
like
weird thing
Shador.
is I ain't heard nothing about Dylan Gabriel. That's the crazy thing to me. Like I
I think
literally
he's
ain't heard
cooked.
nothing about him like since
Yeah,
he
Because,
got
bro,
taken.
we were saying this throughout the season that they was trying to push Dylan Gabriel on everybody,
Yeah,
trying to like paint this narrative that he was just he won the starting job. He's just better than Shador. And it's just like
yeah. He wasn't. He never
where,
has been on any level. He's hasn't been better.
like like we're watching these Cleveland games because and this is not we're not seeing it.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms though, because I
that
think
is.
Cleveland really smoked themselves. They smoked both guys by drafting both guys
Yep.
Yeah,
because
no, we know. Well,
I
I
feel
mean, we
like
know based on position and stuff like that. Like, okay, you're gonna
Shador,
play the third rounder before you play the fifth rounder. But
yeah, you screw Shador by
we
drafting Gabriel, and you screw Gabriel because I don't feel like he's had his fair shot really either.
He hasn't.
But
No.
you
Mm-mm.
know, you really just screw both guys' careers by drafting the guys, and it's just stupid. I mean,
and
but Cleveland's
right,
Cleveland's in some ways is turning into a version of us. They're just smoking
bro,
shit,
they've
smoking
always been
layups,
this
bro.
version though,
Like y'all are smoking layups. Like why? Stop.
bruh.
There's no
Since
reason why you
they
should have even drafted Shador. I'd have rather him have not got drafted there and went somewhere else than you to draft a quarterback in the third round and in the fifth round. It's stupid.
when you already had three quarterbacks at that time.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Cause they had what Flacco, Deshaun. Then they draft,
Yes,
and I think they still
they
had
had
DJ
Kenny
Moore.
Pickett. They traded for Kenny Pickett
Oh,
from
that's right.
from Pittsburgh.
I think
I
Pete
mean,
Carroll last
from
season.
the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
you had five. You ended up leaving the draft with five
Five
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
Like it's ridiculous. So
And then not like th- three scrubs either. You got like five guys that have somewhat of an ego. Because I mean, they
that's
all.
all started in the league.
Yeah.
They've all
Crazy.
started.
I don't
They've
think
all
they
been
had
starting
a plan.
quarterbacks at one point at a time. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, I'm talking about the guys that you had before you drafted the guys.
Yeah,
Like
but
Yeah.
I
you
just
have
don't think they had a plan. I honestly, I think the
no,
coach had his mindset on going one direction. The GM had his mindset on going and doing something else. I don't think they were on the same page because there's no way you end up with five quarterbacks in your building. I'm
but
sorry.
that's what happens when you let ownership dictate what the front
Oh
office
yeah,
does.
yeah, but we know
And they
Cleveland
say
got a
and
champion.
everybody says that about Cleveland. They
Yeah,
always say that. They say, but then you look at like I know you don't like me using y'all, but like Baltimore, like you don't hear their owner, you don't see their owner, like, and you see what he just lets the football
he stay out
people
the way.
run
Mhm.
run the football,
Yep.
run the football, like, and that's how you get y'all type of draft class. That's how you find, you know what I mean, you develop the way y'all develop, you know what I mean, and it's crazy
Mm.
that used to be the Browns, like a lot of people forget that, but that used to be the Browns,
Yeah,
like
Yep.
how did
like you
we
said,
get to this
ownership.
point?
It's simple. It's ownership. So
Yeah, so it's madness. It's frustrating because like you look at Cleveland, they should be so much better. So I have no dog in the fight, but it frustrates me because like y'all should be competing way more than y'all are,
I'll
and y'all
say
Right.
this:
actually play better than we expect y'all to play a lot of games. So it's just
if they get another draft
weird.
class like the one they just had,
I
they
know,
gonna be
right?
just fine, boy.
Don't they
And
got
They,
three
it's
picks?
crazy. They still won the draft last year.
yeah, they
I'm gonna
did.
say
It's
I
a
think they still
quarterback
got
situation.
they got like they have
No, I
some
think they
nice
got
picks this year
two.
too, don't they?
I think they got two this year. Yeah, two first.
Yeah, man.
Still, like
They drafted amazingly last year.
Yeah, if they do that again, I'm be yeah that yeah they gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. Yeah.
How you get
so.
Quinshawn, goddamn,
uh,
Shador,
Harold Fanning.
and yeah, and if Harold Fannin, I forgot about him, and
Yep.
Schlesinger.
And Schweschinger. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Don't forget who else though. You
Who
missing?
else?
Ma-
Who am I
Uh,
missing?
Mason Graham, the
Oh
DP from
yeah.
Michigan. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they had
That's
a
probably one of
draft.
the best draft classes I've ever seen.
They had a draft.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It
crazy.
did. It's crazy. It'd be like nothing to show. You're
Nothing to
not
show.
even. I mean, like you should, like especially with the AFC North how it was this year.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't take much to compete this year.
No.
Yeah.
Like you let a mediocre, subpar Steelers team win the division.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, man. It's frustrating. Uh, and I'm not a Cleveland fan, but it's just Cleveland frustrates me. Uh, cause they all got all the black quarterbacks. Like they do the right things. They just look at the draft. They be like, all right, these are no brainers, and it's just like, what? Why? Like, why y'all can't get out your own way? Enough about Cleveland. That's enough Cleveland talk. Staying in the NFC North though. Do y'all think Rodgers come back?
I don't
Man,
care. I'm
I'm
sick
I
of
know
so
you don't
him.
care. I just asked what you
so
thought.
tired of that.
I didn't say
Nah,
how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, do I think he comes back? Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Usually when he takes this long, he usually comes back. Usually people who are ready to retire usually announce it pretty soon.
that, and I'll say this: I think he. I don't even. I think more so. If I had to guess for him, it's more so of like how realistic is it that if he comes back, he has a chance at a run. And if you look at the AFC right now, I'll be honest, they would have a shot. You know what I mean? Like they would have a shot. I ain't gonna say that I think they would win it, but they would have a shot.
No,
So
you're absolutely right. Like
I think he comes back. You know what I mean?
based on the teams, the series of
And,
injuries, you don't know
mhm.
where a lot of these quarterbacks gonna be when they come back because they're
Yep.
scratching and clawing to be back week 1 off of injury. They probably shouldn't be back to about week 10.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
And
Like
you got changes. You know, all the coaching changes, all the coordinator
coaching
change, all
change,
that
yeah,
stuff. So, they got an
yeah. No,
opportunity.
I'm with you. I agree with that. AJ Brown, man, they've been talking about trading this man for about 2 years now. It's
Yeah, and it
realistic.
never
I
happened.
don't. He hasn't gotten a new contract. Like, I mean, I don't think the Eagles owe him any guaranteed money. Uh, does he get traded before the season during the draft or like before the trade deadline? I guess I should say
Does he
before the
need
trade
to?
deadline this year. Does he get traded?
He needs to because they said he won't get traded until after June 1 now because of his contract. But they need to trade him because I just think that if I'm be real, Jalen this Jared might have been on to something about Jalen Hurts, man. I mean, I'm just being real. Buddy is if I'm a receiver, I wouldn't want to play with him either. I just put it that way. Like I don't know. I like and I like him as like as far as what I've seen. Like he does win and but I mean some of the other stuff, man. Like if I'm a receiver, I would want out myself because I don't
Yeah,
think he can support having two receivers to begin with. I just
I'm
don't think.
yeah.
Uh-uh.
If I'm AJ Brown, I gotta go because like at this point, I mean, people always say winning, winning, winning. All right, cool, but when does performance? I mean, he's messing with AJ Brown's money.
Yeah, big time.
You know what
And
I'm
like
saying?
and like
AJ
usually
Brown is a
performing equals winning. Like when people, like when your best players
yeah.
perform well, you usually win that way. And it's like
And
this
that's why I
last
was saying
year,
what I was saying about the
kind of
Eagles for the
crazy.
past 2 years because, like, people say, "Oh, Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. He's the cream of the crop for quarterback."
No.
Like when you're watching a situation unfold and that team is having success, regardless of what people are doing, it ain't all on one guy. Jalen Hurts can throw for 0 yards in the second half; they'll win a game. If Lamar Jackson did that, it's raps. If
It's
Joe
a
Burrow
wrap.
did that, it's raps. If a lot of these other guys did that, they have no chance. But the way the Eagles team was constructed, there was a chance, and that's the kind of stuff that was happening. So I mean, at this point, I mean, Jalen Hurts is turned AJ Brown into a B C level receiver. We know
Mhm.
the real know that he's a talent, but he don't have the numbers to back it up after these past 2 seasons.
No.
So
For sure.
bro, you've damn near affected my money. Like I know all pros. I don't know about Pro Bowls. I mean, Pro Bowl's a joke now. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing with that.
There's
But
yeah.
hey, I mean, winning is cool, but winning don't pay the bills.
Nope.
And at this point, I mean, I don't even know what AJ Brown's next contract looks like because people can. Uh,
It's
we
not
know
top of
that
the
you're
market.
good, but if we look back at this production last
No.
year,
It's not top of the
45
market, and I
catches.
think he's hitting 30. So you got two
And I
Yeah,
think if I'm AJ Brown, wherever they trade me, I hate to say wherever, but I go in, you know, I play out the rest of my contract with. I think it's really only one.
I
I
think it's
think it's
1 year left.
1 year left. I think this
Yeah.
may be his last year on this contract. Maybe one more. But I go there, wherever they trade me, I go there, I play. I treat it like a prove it deal. I go crazy. and then I re up for this last contract because if
Go to
nothing else, we know
the Ravens.
receivers.
Go
If
to the
receivers
Ravens.
receivers care about their legacy, if nothing
Like,
else. Like,
why don't he-
do they gotta have championships? Not really, but
answer me
they care
this real
about their
quick.
legacy.
Vern, answer me this. Would you rather have AJ Brown on that Alec Pierce contract or Alec Pierce?
That's an unfair question. I only say that because I know what AJ Brown has done. So I would say yes to AJ Brown. Only
Mm-hmm.
because I know exactly what I'm getting with AJ Brown. Like Alec Pierce, he just came along these last 2 years. They've really been like stand out. Because the 2 years before that, he was dropping a lot of balls. Like he could barely get on the field
Y'all
almost.
wanted him out of the city. Let's be real. Y'all wanted him out the city. Y'all trash Pierce. All the fans. I ain't heard not one
I
Colts fan
listen,
talk good about Pierce in his first 2 years.
but when we were talking to receivers, I was saying the same thing. I was telling you, a lot of these guys we ain't got rid of, they just dropped a lot of balls. Like they were young. Don't get me wrong, they was young coming into the league. We had drafted a lot of receivers, a lot of them first, second, third round receivers that we drafted. I was like, they're just not playing up to the talent. You know what I mean? That where they was drafted, I should say. As far as we looking at draft order and rounds, they just wasn't. And like Mitchell, like Pierce was the same guy. Like these guys can get on the field. It's like, yeah, man, like they should be better. But it's like balls hitting them in their hand. Like, yeah, we can talk about quarterback play, but we're talking about drop balls. These are mean catchable balls that didn't hit your hands that you didn't make a catch on. Not overthrows, not underthrows, not balls that didn't hit the ground. We're talking about ones that didn't hit your hand, just catchable balls that you drop. Like a lot of those guys, I'm not mad at us moving on from some guys, but I think Pierce is the one that turned it around at some point. You know what I
I,
mean?
I
But
don't think y'all gave AD Mitchell a chance, but that's a whole nother
right,
story.
but also with him too, like his opportunities when he was on the field, it was
I
like,
can't believe they played him like that on that touchdown with all the guys that have dropped the ball before.
That part.
They
That's my
acted like
problem.
he was the antichrist
Yep.
for doing. I'm like,
but
Jonathan Taylor did that
but
shit
this ain't
last year
but
or the year
but
before
you
last.
but you
No,
got
I think it was
somebody.
last year.
But you look at somebody, but you're talking about somebody proven versus somebody who's trying to get on the field more.
I would expect that more from the guy who doesn't get the opportunities that my star
Yep.
player. So
Right,
I
but
would
then
look
in
at
the
that
off,
like this is a teaching moment for me.
but in the off season, AD Mitchell is also the one that's talking a lot of junk. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm coming
Oh,
out. Oh, blah blah
I don't know
blah.
nothing about
I
that.
know.
So
I'm telling you what I hear from in the city,
yeah, yeah, you got
in
me. I don't know
training
nothing.
camp. You know what I mean?
If he's
He
doing
got
all
the
that,
most mouth.
yeah,
He
if
got
he's
the
doing
most
all that
mouth
in
about what he
college,
do, and then you get the writers start talking about how good of a camp he had. You know what I mean? Da 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 da. Like, and then when you get on the field in the game, it doesn't show the same way.
But I mean, can we? Now this is me. I don't think the dude really got a legit chance. The few times that we saw him on the field where he got time, like the game that y'all crucified him for with dropping the ball, my man went off in that game. Like
yeah,
y'all,
I was
y'all
just
forget
like,
how he went off, and then we never seen him again on the field, or y'all put him in rare
I don't forget
situations.
it. I don't forget what he's done. But see, I remember. I don't just think about the games he did. Absolutely, his best games. I'm actually looking like, what is there more? Do we have more games like that Rams game, or do we have more games where he struggled?
that's
But
fair.
when is he actually playing? Like
I'm
you're
just
talking
saying,
about such a small sample size for a dude who's
right,
21 years old.
right. But when you got other guys that's fighting for positions on the field, when you know what I mean, it's like, what are we
Just curious.
doing? How many
Who's the most
opportunities do we keep giving you versus trying out other guys?
okay? Just
Who were
so
the other
quick question.
guys though?
That right there
Huh?
Who were the other guys? Like who else was like?
that deserved to be on the field
We
Because
not
I think
just
this,
well.
because they were
AD. Well,
dominating.
did Mitchell deserve to be on the field? I think if he deserved to be on the field, he would have been on the field more. But with us running majority two tight ends or three receivers, that's your opportunity is when Josh Downs is injured or taking a sub, or Alec Pierce if there's a sub. So when you're in on a sub, like that's you're the next guy. You got to perform in those moments.
So what
If
did
you were
Downs?
better than those guys, you would be starting.
What did Downs or Pittman do? And I don't agree with if you were better, you would be starting. and not when it comes to
Yeah, it's way
professional
more
sports.
politics,
It's way more
unfortunately.
than
No,
that.
but
But
I'm just
that's a different
so you're
conversation.
so you, he's not better than Josh Downs. Josh Downs is probably our most productive receiver on our team.
Really?
Like consistently.
Not
If you
not
look
not
if you look
numbers.
at consistency
Not
since he
numbers.
came into the league on our team, he's probably most consistent.
So what about so he didn't deserve any snaps that Downs nor Pittman were taking?
Yeah. I think that when he got in, he didn't make the most of his opportunities every time he was in.
Who
I mean,
does?
that's fair to me because I'm not watching the game, so I don't fucking know. Oh, let's go.
But that's
Yeah,
another thing too.
I gotta
Like
just go
we
with
didn't
that.
have these slew of receivers. You look at like Ashton Doolin. He been around on the team forever. Like the other guys we had, like Doolin wasn't even getting a lot of clock. And when Doolin get in, I think he plays decent enough
I don't
to
even know
get
who the hell
more
that is. Who?
plays.
I didn't think he
Huh?
played for the Colts no
Who?
more.
Ashton Doolin. He's doing yeah. He been on. I'm talking about when Mitchell was on the team. I'm talking about the past 3 or 4 years.
I don't even. I still don't know who the hell that is.
That's
What did
crazy.
you
Okay.
say?
That's because he never played. So
Ashton Doolin?
yeah.
Okay.
How you spell his last name?
I think it's like
D U
DULIN.
L
I
I
want to
N.
say he came out of Clemson or something like that, if I ain't mistaken.
I've never heard
I
that
could
name
be
in my
wrong,
life.
but I feel like he came out of Clemson or something.
That's crazy. I don't know who that cat is. But question for you, Justin: would you trade a first rounder for AJ Brown right now?
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I think that would almost put y'all over.
Nah, because our
Cause it
offensive line is terrible.
eh, was it because of injury, like, or was somebody missing, or
You talking about for the offensive line?
yeah?
That too many free agents this year. You know, they lost
Mm,
Linderbaugh. So, to the
So
Raiders.
he's been with us. He's been with us since 2019.
damn, I've never heard of this nigga. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The last 2 years he was hurt, but well, he wasn't on our team in 23. So he was with us 19, 21, 20, 21, 22, 24, and 25.
Okay, so he was undrafted out of Malone. I couldn't even tell you where the hell that is. He played 3 years at Malone, which is in Canton, Ohio. Never heard
Somewhere.
of Buddy. That's wild. But shout out to him. Shout out to Ashton Doolin. I'm tapped in now because I know he don't got no cards.
That's how you rate
I know
everything
you're trying to
go,
say, like,
bro.
I'm just, that's how I like know about guys. Like
I
I
know.
keep asking you about Gould, trying to see because I
Yeah.
got some nice
But
shit in here.
even goal, like he's another one. They was drafted. I think they were drafted the same year, but like he don't get a lot of clout, but he's also a special teams guy.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
even when he get in, he makes a couple catches here, there, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like he just like I don't know. Like I think for where I think Mitchell was drafted in the second. Like to be a second round draft pick, I think you should been making way more noise.
Yeah, true. I didn't
I'll
know he
put it
was
to you
around.
this way. I've seen enough from Mitchell in terms of his talent to know that, in my opinion, if given adequate opportunity, I think he could have produced at a higher level. Now, could be wrong, but he's stupid talented. I mean, we seen it even when he went with the Jets a couple games where some of the stuff, and again, I'm not saying he didn't make mistakes and all that, but I think when you got a young player in the league, you just got to be careful with what you do because confidence is everything. Think about it, Jared. Remember they was talking about Jamar Chase when he came in and he had all them drops in the
Oh
daggone
yeah, man.
preseason. Boys started questioning him, and nah,
I
you
was
keep
like, bro, we smoked another
yeah,
first
yeah.
round.
I mean, but what it do?
I mean, I
Just took him
didn't
some
think that,
time.
but I'm just like, well, what if? Like,
Yeah,
this is
you know what I
crazy.
mean. You just took him some time though, and then once he kind of got rolling, he ain't looked back since. And I'm not calling him
So
Jamar Chase, but I am saying some
no.
receivers
So
they do
in
take a little bit of time.
2024, he got 55 targets. He played 17 games. He caught 23. In 2025, 74 targets. He only caught 33.
And this is who?
This
80
is
Mitchell?
this is Mitchell.
Yeah, that's not good, bro.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I mean, the question with that is how many of them are catchable balls? Just because you targeted don't mean it was a catchable ball.
that's true too.
So I mean, the number that
I'm,
means nothing to me.
I
I
mean,
mean,
we could look up
Let's
drops.
let's let's yeah, let's not. Yeah, 'cause we'll be on this boy till
Like
11:30 talking about goddamn 80 Mitchell. Like I
yeah.
yeah, let's just.
I just
But
like I said. I mean, for somebody like I said who watches all the games, like
That's in my DNA.
And
To
who's
let you
begging
have
for
that,
another receiver? Like
you know.
I would love for him to be that guy.
Well,
But
he
it's
might
just
be,
like,
just not with the
cause we,
coach.
if nothing else, we need better receiver play on
Well,
offense. So I'm not.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so I mean, if we talking back to the original question, if we talking Pierce over, I would definitely take AJ Brown just because you know what you're gonna get. But who knows what Pierce can if he keeps growing. I mean, by the time he's 30, could he not? I mean, they kind of play the same way, honestly. You know, they're deep outside the number catchers. Like neither one of them really goes over the middle as far as like they're not running, five ins, five out. You know what I mean? Like they're doing
I
post
think AJ.
corners.
I think AJ
They
runs
stretch the
more attack.
field,
Because
huh?
AJ, especially when he was younger, AJ was a quick slant kind of guy because he's so daggone thick.
Yeah,
He would run through some tackles. AJ, as far as to me, I mean, there's no question he's a better receiver. I mean, your question is
yeah.
going to be is does Pierce, who's never been a number one receiver, can he become that kind of receiver to make him worth 30, 40, whatever he got, make him worth that money because they're going to need him to be that guy. Because outside of
I mean, hey, that's. I mean,
Browns, I don't
again,
think
like,
that's enough. So
I mean, we was. I mean, did we've been saying as a podcast that was Pittman that we were saying the
what?
same thing about that. So it's a number one that was
Mm-mm.
worth the money, and
No, but
you know
Pittman
what I
always
mean.
had great hands. So I mean, I don't care
Yeah.
who you are. When you can catch the ball like Pittman, he'll always have a place. Is he a number one?
Yeah, but that's what we're saying. I mean, just if we talk the number one conversation.
No, but I mean, he was the best receiver on their roster.
Yeah,
So he was
Alex
Yeah.
Pierce ain't
oh,
to me either. But I'm not.
Right.
I'm not gonna get into that conversation at all.
no.
But I mean, what else can we do? I mean, we don't have a first round pick. You know, we blew that
Yeah,
on defense.
yeah.
So I mean, if some guys slip to the second round, I mean, in the
I mean,
offseason, we've done nothing but sign D tackles for some reason, like
I
a
don't. You think they're
ridiculous
gonna
amount of
draft
D
a receiver?
tackles.
Is that what you're saying? You think they're gonna draft a receiver with this
I
with
don't
a
think you
second
have a
round pick?
choice because right now you got Pierce, you got Josh Downs, you got like you said, Gold, Doolin. You keep signing Treadwell, which he's never
Laquan,
seen,
Yeah,
huh?
Laquan Treadwell. Yeah.
man, I thought he was gonna be a beast coming out of Ole Miss.
Yep.
We keep giving him
Man,
money,
I thought he was because I wanted him in
and
the
he can
draft.
barely make it off our practice squad.
Man, I thought he was gonna be that boy because he was cold in college. I
And
thought
I'm
it was
just like,
Laquan Treadwell. I thought he was gonna be cold. That's who I wanted to draft that one year, and I can't remember who we picked, but
but there's also a slew of free agent receivers out there right now. So if you get to the draft and the guys that you've looked at or you may have been had your eye on, you may won't. If they're not there, then I mean you gotta sign at least two receivers, at least. Luckily, our receivers don't get us hurt as much as our DBs, so you got to save a lot of roster spots for DBs if you're the Colts. But you at least need to grab two free agent receivers if you don't get draft decent ones or ones that's coming out ready to produce.
Colts quarterback situation is gonna be interesting. So I
I
want to see what
mean,
it is.
we're in the same situation that Kansas City minus the good backup. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a lot
different
of other
teams.
teams.
Good
That's what I'm
backup.
saying. Like I mean, there's a lot of
So
teams.
they're
I
not in the
mean,
same situation.
what do you mean? We both our
I,
starting quarterback is hurt.
yeah, but they have a backup who started
Yeah,
in
that's
this
what I'm saying.
league.
I said
who's
minus.
been
I said
productive.
minus. I said minus the good backup.
Right, but that's
So
why
I'm
they're
like,
not in the same situation because the Colts don't
well,
have that.
I mean, we're gonna see. Everybody's fighting to come back week one. So for some reason,
Yeah, you
but
keep
even we
hearing that.
seen when
It's just
Aaron
wild.
Rodgers had
It's just
this,
wild. So
huh? You
yeah,
said what?
I said that's wild though. Like literally, everybody is. They're talking about everybody. Like no matter
Every
when they got
quarterback
hurt,
is
they'll be back
every
week
ACL
one. Like
tear
yeah,
is
it
coming
don't
back
matter.
week one.
Yeah, we gonna
So,
see. Yeah,
but you look at Aaron Rodgers, you look at a lot of these guys who come back off that injury. That first year, they're not the same.
no, and his
And
was
then you got a Daniel Jones who had both of his legs hurt. So he had
yeah,
a cracked fibula and a torn.
Achilles.
Like, oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
ready week one? Got it.
Yeah, that's wild to me. But we gonna see, I
My
guess.
expectations aren't high this year.
No,
I'm saying that
no.
now. I'm not.
And
I'm not pushing my chips to the center on anything right now.
I'm not even gonna go
Nothing.
down that
Nothing
road.
Colts right now.
I also wouldn't have gave
Um,
him that kind of money, but that's a different
Oh,
I
you
conversation as
mean
mean,
like
well.
Daniel Jones?
I'm
Yeah.
actually not mad
Mhm.
at the money. It's only 8 more mil that he got when he was with the Giants, so I'm not mad about that.
I just be want, but that contract was
When you
crazy.
compare to like what quarterbacks has been getting, like we're at 60 million now, right now. You know what I mean? Like
I just be
quarterback
wanting
pay.
to know, like,
So him being in the upper 40s, I'm okay with that.
Okay, here was my thing, and my bad, Jared. Let me say this real
oh, you
quick.
good?
My thing is this: I would have much rather seen the Colts pay Kyler Murray 1.5 million to come in for 1 year and see what he can do than pay Daniel
Yeah.
Jones 40+ million. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be
My
real.
my only thing with that though is it's a 2 year deal, and I think and from I'm just thinking logically, even though we have a woman as our owner, that those 2 years are tied to the front office too. It's saying we're not going to
Oh,
overcommit.
they have to
We're
be.
not going to
Yeah,
give him this huge contract and overcommit to him if we don't get the results we want. So we could cut ties. We'll give you 48 million for 2 years. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And if we're not where we need to be in those 2 years, then everybody's gone. And I can start over with a clean slate, new GM, new head coach. We could draft our quarterback because that's when we get our draft pick back to. Like we could do all. It'll be a clean slate for
I
the new regime. That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I just didn't see the value in bringing him back. I mean, now I'm gonna say something crazy, but and it all goes back, Jared. I think me and you've said this time and time again on here too. I'm just nothing on paying guys that like that kind of money that I just can't. Like I'd rather take a flyer. Like real talk, I would have rather them go give Malik Willis 26 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Than bring Daniel Jones back at that number. Like I'm just, that's just me. Be real, throw a dart and I would have brought in freaking Justin Fields for 10 million. You know what I mean? Like I'm just being real. Like because I just think that when you yeah, it may not be top of the market, but it's enough money where you're gonna have to make some decisions because Alec Pierce got paid. You're Gary, his contract's coming up. You're gonna have
But
Quentin
you
Nelson.
made the decisions. You moved on. You moved on from Pittman. You moved on from Zaire Franklin. Like
Mhm.
some of
That's
these
the
guys
start.
who've been
That's the
pillars.
start. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
that's the
just saying,
start of
like,
it. Mhm.
nah, you did what you had to do, and I
But it
mean,
came at a cost too. You know what I mean? With all the people that they lost in free agency too. So
yeah. But again, like, I'd rather that than a 5 year. You know what I mean? And we're paying
yeah,
in 55. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like, and out of her own mouth, they believe what happened at the beginning of the season. They can
No,
sustain
yeah.
that
I
minus
know.
the energy.
I saw
And
that.
I'm like, I don't.
Yeah. I don't either.
Because like I was saying it all this year, like on the podcast. I was like, "Dawg, I'm not sold on it.
Yeah,
Like, look
you
who we're playing. Look who we're playing. We beat Denver on the penalty. That's probably the best team we played throughout that time. We lost to the Rams, which we could have won, but I mean we just didn't do enough. You know what I mean? Like those are the two toughest teams we played in that 8 game winning streak.
My I guess and for me is even when we were talking about that, it's not I'll say this. I won't say that I think they can sustain it. I think they can have a top 10 offense. Yes. My problem comes is when you talk about a quarterback and an offense that we've seen with a mobile quarterback, you his success is going to come on his ability to move, and I don't see that happening next year in an effective way. So really, it's a 1 year. You're giving him 48 just to come back and sign, and then you're paying him another 48 or whatever it was. The second year to really see what they can do. Well, at that time, all your guys are getting older. So you're wasting a year of JT's prime. You're wasting a year of Q's prime. Like, so that's my thing. Like, I just think that they're not in a place where they got this young team where you can just kind of be like, all right, we can wait 2 years. I think they got a lot of guys who are probably closer to the end of their prime than the beginning. So you're gonna run into a problem where those timelines ain't gonna cross. And I don't know. I mean, but I'll say this: Jaguars seem to be getting their act together. The Texans seem to be, kind of rolling. We're gonna see what CJ does. Even the Titans, like they might be getting their act together. I like Salah. I mean, you know what I mean. So I just don't know. And side note, I wouldn't mind seeing AJ Brown go back to Tennessee. Side note, to go with Cam Ward, I would not mind that
yeah.
at all.
Yeah. I don't know the way that Tennessee thing went down. I don't. I think it may be some bridges.
Oh, I
This not.
understand. Yeah,
This
yeah,
not.
yeah, 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 yeah.
This is not
No,
good.
no, no.
It would be nice. It was
That's why I
like.
said. I'm just saying. I think that like when you talk about, there's a lot of places that can use him, but if we're talking about a place where I think he can get probably the most out of his money and get the targets and all that kind, because Cam Ward to throw the ball around. You know what I mean? So I think that's a place where he can work. But to your point, Jared, that you said earlier, I mean, I think the obvious spot would be like a Baltimore, a team like that, a team that's kind of more so ready to win with a veteran quarterback. I just don't see. I don't see Baltimore giving up a one because they got too many. They got too many holes in their roster. Uh,
And I
they
think
gonna
you
be
got.
able
I
to.
think you got. I think you do right by him and send him somewhere to where he can compete.
I would hope so, but you know,
I mean,
Eagles GM is.
Philly.
I mean, he makes good moves, so I mean, I can't
That's what I'm
knock
about
him.
to say. Philly tends to win the trades. Whenever
Yeah,
they do move somebody,
yeah.
they do tend to win it. So
Hmm.
wherever they go, they're gonna get the max in return for him.
I agree. Yep,
So
I agree.
I'm ugh, I'm jealous, but nonetheless, I would take him here. We just ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing to give though.
No, and yeah, I don't
We
even
ain't
think
got
y'all
nothing to
can handle
give.
it cap wise either. Not for the long term.
Yeah, but I mean, for the remainder of his con, even if it's for the 2 years or one, 1.5, whatever, I'll take him for the one.
Yeah,
But again, like here, we're not throwing the like you said, our quarterback situation. Like I don't
yeah.
believe, you know what I mean. Like we're in the best position for any
Nah,
receiver.
yeah. He ain't
So
gonna be happy about that one either. Nah.
bring in some rookies, get them acclimated for a year. While Daniels is still recovering from this injury, because while he's playing, he's still gonna be recovering from this injury.
100%. Yeah.
Um, I'm not mad at the Patrick Mahomes trying because they're in a position to where like him trying is probably good enough to get them to the playoffs.
Only thing that I don't understand about them is I don't think they did enough to fix their offensive line. And if you got a quarterback coming back from a knee injury, you kind of need to protect him from himself and protect him. Period. Because he had to run a whole lot last year. I will say that.
But
So
there is this draft. They're saying there's a lot of O linemen
yeah, but they
that you
lost half of their
that don't have
defense.
to be first round. That you're going to be able to get third, fourth round offensive linemen, especially tackles. That's going to be decent. So, Jared, y'all may fix y'all be able to fix y'all line. Put some, at least help it.
I don't want it. No, I don't want it.
Why
No,
not?
we need game changers.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Uh,
They don't need band
the
aids.
line will figure itself out, man. We need game changers, dog.
And
I
at
don't want
times,
so
it.
the
if
line wasn't terrible last year for Cincinnati. They had
It
moments.
wasn't bad at
Yeah,
all.
they had
It
moments.
wasn't,
Hmm.
especially which was crazy,
with
especially with
Flacco,
Flacco. The
Yep.
line was holding up like a mug.
I
We
said
need game
Flacco
change
was buying that old line dinner or something, Jerry, because they was protecting him.
something. We just need some game changers, man. We need some guys that are going to come in and have an impact on the game. Just
Yep.
anybody.
hey,
And then that's why
hey, if it
people are like, because we've been meeting with Jeremiah Love, and people's like, no way, the Bengals need defense. I'm at the point I'm at. I'm like, hey, look, if we cannot improve our defense with rounds 2 through 5, we smoke regardless of who we take with that first round pick.
Yeah.
So I say we take the best guy available. We take
Yep.
somebody that we know can make a difference. Jeremiah Love is gonna be a Bijan. He's gonna be a Jameer. Not saying game style, but as far as
No.
impact. You know what
Impact.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's
Yeah.
gonna be an impact player. If he's there at 10, I'm all cool with you taking him. Well, like I said, if we could have the best first round defensive, but if we smoke rounds 2 through 5 again, and we can't get any production from those picks, it don't matter who we take with the first round pick anyway. So we have to win this draft. So if we want to go absolute impact player round 1 and go offense and get us a long term running back, I'm totally with it. We gotta win rounds 2 through 5. We gotta get production in those rounds, or none of it's gonna matter. So I'm
well,
cool with
Facts.
it. But people's like, oh no, they need. I understand we need defense, but we need a lot of defense. One
Yeah.
pick ain't gonna change it. So if
Yeah.
we
No.
go absolute dog first round offensive player, I'm cool with that. Because we need more.
And,
We're gonna need more defensive pick. Even if that's the only offensive choice we make, so be it.
and y'all still got
well,
a
we
lot of
well
young
we
defense.
picked up Taylor Britt. If that makes you happy.
That's crazy, bro. But still, but it's a 1 year deal. That
Yeah,
goes to show that he ain't no good.
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, I don't even
we just,
understand.
we
Guys
just,
get
He
one
knows the
year
defensive
deals.
system.
That's a prove it or a
we just
show.
load up on DBs. We got to. We lose, we lose 3 to 4 DBs every season.
And then the only reason they signed Cam Taylor Britt is because of the defensive coordinator. Lou know him.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Old boy is there too, the linebacker, because he
Oh
sucked.
yeah, yeah,
He trash, horrible.
yeah.
And now
I
they
know you're
got
talking about, but yeah,
Taylor Britt. I can't even think
but
of his name. I was so glad he left. Then he went out to L.A. and got cut. Not L.A., but the Rams got cut there. And then he ended up with y'all because on the strength of the defensive coordinator. But Cam Taylor Britt got a 1 year contract. They don't believe
but
that
we don't know. I mean, I don't know if Ward is gonna play this year.
He may
They've been
retire
Alex
talking
next
he
year.
might
Lewis.
retire. So
That was
Yeah,
a
like,
gas accident.
Buckner too.
yeah, because he having what you call it problems.
Neck
Back
problems, I
problems.
believe. Is
Neck,
it
yeah,
back?
back, yeah, upper, yeah. It was upper. It's neck, but it's like at like back, like that middle, like right there in that area. But yeah, he might be done too. So that may be why we signed him 5 defensive tackles. Maybe they know something that we don't know.
Five
Hmm.
defensive tackles is crazy.
Bro,
But
I'm
shit, we
not.
didn't
I'm not
draft. In
exaggerating.
the first and second rounds of the draft in the last since Jamar Chase. I want to say we've taken like at least 3 or 4 of them, and we still need defensive tackles. We're literally drafting the same positions that we've been needing since Jamar Chase, bro. Since the 2021 draft, we're picking the same positions, and still need them. We still need DBs. We still need defensive linemen. We still need linebackers.
So what do you think, Justin? About what do y'all need, man? You said y'all
Uh,
got a lot of holes. What do you think y'all first round pick should be?
AJ Brown.
First round pick is gonna be offensive lineman more than likely.
Yeah, probably.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
That's
be the big boy out of Penn State if he there. Iona, whatever. The guard
What
out of
what pick y'all got?
14.
That's decent. That's decent.
Yeah, simple. Yeah, I mean they got to fix the O line. I mean that's probably the biggest thing is the O line. But well, I take that back. It's O line and they still got to fix the defense. Y'all heard me last year. I don't know how the heck or why they gave Mark Andrews 3 more years with all that money. I don't know
Mm,
why they still have Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey should have, if anything, they should have made him make that transition like
to safety.
Jalen Ramsey made, yep, to safety. That's the only way that I saw value in Marlon Humphrey because he's just not what he was when he came in the league. But Baltimore is Baltimore. Now, the one thing I will say is Jesse Minter does have schematically, he does a good job of putting guys in position. So we'll see if that what that pass rush looks like because I mean, Owe went there and he had 7.5 sacks and 3 sacks in the playoffs and the forced fumble, all this other stuff with Jesse Mentor and had he had 1 year of production in Baltimore, so it's like scheme and fit and all that stuff is going to matter. So we'll see because they got a couple linebackers they got to have developed too. But to be honest with you, Vern, they got a lot of holes on that roster. I told you, I hate when every year they come in acting like Baltimore has this all-star roster and they don't.
they
They don't.
refuse to get a number one receiver too, man. I don't
Yep.
understand.
But that's why, Jared, when you ask that, I know they're not trading a one for Brown. So that's why I'm not even going to entertain it. Like it's not going to happen. I think before they do that, Jerry Rice might come back. That's
I wasn't
that's what
expecting that
Baltimore
one.
do. You know what I mean? Like
That's
Wow.
crazy.
that's
Jerry
Baltimore.
Rice is wild.
Hey, I'm just saying. But that's Baltimore. Y'all know my thing with Baltimore
You
never
could at
goes
least
in
say
peace.
Odell. My guy said
Yeah,
Jerry
Calvin,
Rice.
Calvin Johnson. So I'm trying to think like, dang, can we
Nah,
can we get a
Jerry.
little
That's
closer?
crazy. Not
No.
D
Can
Hop.
we? Can
Where
it
is
even be
is,
a Raven? Can we just
Yeah.
is D Hop still there or where's he at?
He's a free agent.
Ah, fuck,
But you
Yeah.
gotta
And
think
man.
like D
he
Hop's
wasn't
a
happy
free
they got to
agent.
lose him. So
Tyreek Hill's a free agent. Like, there's a
well, he's not.
lot.
Jerry
Tyreek ain't
Rice.
playing this year.
Yeah,
That
but I'm just
injury.
saying, like, there's a lot
Yeah.
of guys out there.
Yeah, I mean
There's a lot
Diggs,
of
Stephon
receivers.
Diggs
So,
is still out there. Like I
yep.
said Diggs would work. You know what I mean, as far as a possession guy for a team. You know what I mean, because there's teams that still can use his services. But yeah,
Hmm.
Baltimore, I just don't. To your point, I don't know what it is about receivers that they refuse to really invest and get somebody because I told y'all last year Zay Flowers ain't a number one. He's a gadget guy. I mean, he could
Yeah,
be
he's
productive in
definitely
the
got
right
you.
system, but that's not who I can throw out there and say go win. You know what I mean? So We'll see. We'll see. Because the rumor is at 14 potentially. Well, everything I've saw said is going. If Big Boy from Penn State there at guard, they gonna take him. But then I said the Raven move would be they would take what's his name, Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end out of Oregon. They that's a Raven move right there. They go because I don't even think people realize they only got one tight end on the roster now, which is Mark Andrews. Or no.
Because
They got Mark Andrews
likely,
because they lost no, Likely's gone. Likely was
no,
in
that's what I was about to say. Likely's in. He's in New
He's with the
York.
Giants. Yeah, he with the Giants. We lost Charlie Kolar, who's our he was our
Mm.
blocking tight end. He's with the Chargers now. So they don't really have no tight ends on the roster. So that's not a strength anymore. So we'll see what they do. But they better fix the offensive line. That's all I'm gonna say. They better find a way to fix the offensive line. Otherwise, it's not gonna matter.
Fair enough.
I think that's a great place to put a pin in it. I
Damn.
guess
Did I get booted
final
again?
nah. Uh,
Is Vernon saying anything though? Nope. All right, I'll be right back.
I don't know why. Like why is it doing that? We got to test this before we
I
come on
thought we were
next time.
cool.
Yeah, but I just switched to the. It's
Oh,
like
you get to
every
switch
time
the
I switch
screen.
scenes, it's like
Yeah, I
the
forgot you
audio
said.
eventually goes up.
Yeah, I forgot you said that.
Uh, hey, I guess final thoughts, man. I see you posted that in the on the page. Dula Mason
Yeah.
defending his belt.
Yep. Yep.
Like it's gonna be a good fight. Was it in July, June?
Something like that. Yeah,
I think
we
it was
still
in
got a
June.
little bit of time.
A couple
Yeah, got a
months, but
little bit
yeah.
of time, but yeah, look, that's one of the few kind of looking forward to seeing.
What else we got coming up?
You got anyway, him and Nakatani fight at the beginning of May. Problem is that's always
Usually try to have it pulled up before I
yeah.
ask you.
The problem is that one is I think like May 2nd, but it's always like over in Japan or whatnot. So it's always like a 5 a.m. fight. So most people don't
Mm,
see it. You know, most people in the states don't see it. So, but that might be a real good fight. That one right there might be a real good fight. Supposedly Xander Zayas and Butinas are going to end up fighting, and if they end up fighting, that's another one that it might be one of your better fights on the year. That's really about it, man. I mean, no. I take that back. David Benavidez fights too, but he's on the same card as Nakatani and Inoue. But Benavidez does fight on May 2nd as well.
Uh, what's going on this weekend?
What's this
What,
weekend?
Tyson Fury fights this weekend.
He's a clown. You'll never
Is
hear
he?
me talk, man. He's
I
dude's
was
a
just look.
clown.
I'm just looking currently at
I'll say
at
this, like
at the
so
list of fights.
this past weekend,
I didn't know if it was anybody else we need to look forward to. That was the
this
only
past
name I
weekend,
knew.
like Wilder fought, but like I've been telling people like he's punch drunk, man. Like he's not like he pretty like to me he really need to retire because if he get in there with anybody with any skill, he's gonna get hurt. I mean he's punch drunk at this point. But I mean he ended up winning, but he can't like
Yeah,
Wilder can't box, man. He just catches people with these awkward shots and he has the power. That's why he gets beat up by certain people. But it is interesting. Supposedly he has some truth that I think once he said he retires from boxing, he's gonna speak out about it regarding that whole Tyson Fury fight, that
mm.
trilogy. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what it is he gonna bring
yeah, I
up.
did hear about that.
Yeah, it's
He's
been
doing something like a
rumors.
documentary. Something's coming
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
yeah. So I'll be
yeah,
curious
I
to see
did
what
hear
he
him say
said.
that.
Supposedly, some rumors are that he's gonna he made some claims that Fury and they camp cheated, and I don't know how. You know what I mean? But we'll see. That's probably the most interesting thing about Wilder. David Morrell, he's good. He fights too. I think his is coming up April, sometime in April.
You said David
He
Morrell.
fights. Yeah, but it's not, man. It's not a whole lot of good boxing matches so far this year. To be honest with you, Tank is dealing with out of the ring stuff. So that brother's probably going back to jail.
That brother.
Yeah, I mean, You got the Devin Haney's, the Ryan Garcias, all them guys, but none of them got fights that have been inked thus far. Unfortunately, boxing has become such a one of those sports right now. It seems like everybody has gotten away from fighting like 3 4 times a year to you'll be lucky to see them twice, which sucks for anybody who enjoys watching boxing because you don't see good enough fighting anymore. Which
Especially
I
over the
did miss.
summer. Usually that's where you like these
Yeah,
guys be like out there. And it's like that's
that's
your
that's
time.
when they
Like
really should be taking advantage of. Like to your
taking
point,
advantage
that's
of
really
it.
when they should take advantage of that time where you don't have the basketball and football and all that stuff going on. I mean, no offense to baseball, but it's not watched as much. So therefore, I mean, I think
But even if you drop in 3 months, three good fights, you know what I mean? Like three, really good cards,
yeah, and
then
they
you still
mm-mm.
good.
Yeah, no, I think the last fight that was supposed to happen was I think Devin Haney and Rolly Romero, but something happened and that one fell through too. So, which is honestly just seems to be typical boxing nowadays. So, I think that's why it's hard for most people to get any interest in the sport. It's just they don't put together good enough fight cards anymore.
It makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Any
Sucks.
final thoughts for you,
Mhm.
Jared, man?
Nah, man. Reds is 8-3, just crazy. So
Mm,
Ooh,
I'm geeked about that. We
eight and
just
three.
Yeah, we were down 2-0 going into the ninth inning against Miami. We was able to squeak that out. I think 6-3, 7-3, so an extra. So hey, I'm gonna hold on as long as possible, but so we'll see where that goes. So I'm excited about that. Other than
Quick
that,
question.
yo,
Quick question with that. So with that, is that a change as far as like the 8-3 start? Is it roster? They have a better roster this year, or is it just one of those where they're just kind of off to a better start? So right
bro,
now they're kind of on the heater, but
they're just off to a better start now. Because I mean,
okay,
we still can't beat the Pirates. If we were to play the Brewers, we can't beat the Brewers. We wouldn't be
okay,
able to beat the Dodgers at all. We probably get swept by them. We probably get swept by the Mets. So I think it's a mixture of like schedule and just. I mean, we've been bad so long, like So nah, this definitely isn't telling. I mean, they play every night. So this time next week, we could very well be 8-9. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So nah, I'm definitely not looking too far into it. It's just it just is what it is. There's nothing that's really pointing to it. We're getting really good pitching, which is alright, but then again, we haven't really played any bats that have just what I'm saying, been going
okay,
crazy. So yeah, it's just one of them things. I ain't thinking too much into it yet.
okay,
you know,
But we
we're
have
the,
won
we're
a
the
lot of
opposite.
games. We have won a lot of games this year that we lost a lot of last year. We lost a lot of close games last year, and we're
that
winning
could be a
those
good
games
sign.
so
Yeah.
far. So that's a bright side, but I'm not sold or anything. Not even halfway to being sold. So it's a lot of baseball left.
Okay, that's fair.
It's almost too much baseball, but
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
they
whole nother
they
conversation.
yeah,
But
they
it's gonna
play
be too
every
much.
day, and it's good for
yeah,
me because every day I have something to look forward to. I think they have like 2 off days a month, 2 or 3 off days a month, maybe
Yeah,
4 off days, but they play every day. So from tonight until the middle of September,
October. I about
I'll
to
be able
say
to
yeah,
watch
almost
these guys
October.
play
Yeah,
every day. So
side note, real quick. I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't know exactly when the interview took place, but I thought it was interesting. Uh, Bo Jackson was asked which was harder, and he said baseball without a doubt. It's not even close. Way harder than
yeah,
football.
I would
Based
say
upon exactly what you just said, he said they don't. People don't realize you have no days off.
yeah.
You
There ain't no
legit have.
like going back to the lab. Like there
Yeah,
ain't no
right.
practice. They
He
play
ate
every
every day. Yeah,
day.
man. He talked about that, and dude couldn't believe it. He was like, over football. It's like it's not even close.
Granted,
So
it's lit because they get to like be in cities for because like so for example, the Reds they ended their homestand on uh let me see what's today. Today is Tuesday, so they've been gone since I think they ended the series on last Tuesday. So they went to Texas. They played Thursday, Friday. And they played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Texas, and then they're playing in Miami now. They're playing uh, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Miami, and then they'll be back. So they've just been gone for a whole week. So I mean, I would have fun with it, but yeah, they play every day, every single solitary day. So
if that's it and that's all.
oh, one more thing.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
defunding the new Atlanta Falcons jerseys. Those are boo boo. I hate them. I hate them. I don't know
Okay,
why
then,
every
real quick,
team.
then. What about Tennessee's new ones?
I hate those too.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
I
Because I was
haven't
thinking,
really
I was like,
liked. I haven't really liked.
The Tennessee boys, the original ones was cold. These are
Yeah,
horrible.
I haven't liked any of the new jerseys. I feel like they're trying to be too simple with them. Like I
Yeah.
hate Arizona Cardinals new jerseys. They don't even have
The
anything in their
Denver
pants.
jerseys.
I didn't necessarily hate theirs, I hate that Tennessee has removed navy blue. That navy blue with that baby blue was fire.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
back in the
Even
Eddie
if they'd have
George
just
and the
made
Jared
like the
With the hints of
number,
the red in there,
Uh-huh.
like,
yeah, if they'd have just made they should have kept that baby that baby blue, navy blue with that red was elite. They
How
should
do
have
I
kept it.
how do I get that job to be able to design some jerseys? Because
I don't
I'm
know.
agreeing with you.
I
It's a lot of
mean,
jersey cuts.
man,
I don't know.
whoo.
But
A lot
like,
of
and
I
if you
would
look at
that
like
that
Arizona
would probably be
Cardinals,
a dream job for me. Like as
you
far
look
as
at
like my
Arizona
graphic
Cardinals
design
pants,
mentality,
Mhm.
they
I
have
would
nothing
love
on.
to do that.
They just have plain. Like, how do you design a jersey with plain? I think only thing Arizona Cardinals have on their pants is a Nike sign. Literally, trash. And their jerseys were fire. I like Arizona Cardinals jerseys.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they black. I like they black ones.
Yeah, I
those
was about to say the black ones. Yeah, the black ones are fire.
yeah
But they've
those
been the
were
same
fire.
logo and like they kind of remind me of the Colts too. Like it has
Oh, the
not changed.
Texans. That was another team that was kind of like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they
But
did
here's the
too
crazy.
much.
Well, here's the crazy thing, and it's fake. But with all the stuff that you see with people with AI and how they redo stadiums and jerseys and all that, it's like y'all can't come up with no better ideas. This Joker then gave y'all some good ideas with with what they just put out, and I know y'all see it. Man, take a hint off of some of what they done because I didn't see some people redo the jerseys and stadiums. I'm like, hey, that's cold blooded if they were to do it. Be cold blooded. So
Yeah. Yep. Nah, I'm with you. All
Trash.
right, man. Well, we've given y'all an hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah, I
First
got
show
work.
back in a month. Appreciate y'all joining us, man. Right on, Justin. Appreciate you jumping in, Jared. We will see y'all next week, man.
Yes, sir.
As we get ready for the NBA playoffs, man.
oh
And
yeah,
oh
this
yeah, by the way, we will be doing a co-draft show with Crossroads Sports this year.
Looking forward to
NFL
it.
draft. So stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Peace out.